Charleston, South Carolina. The city is consistently voted a top travel destination, and the appeal is undeniable. Visitors come for the low-country cuisine and fresh seafood, the sun-soaked Atlantic beaches, and, of course, the city's historic charm. Charleston's location at the tip of a peninsula and its deep harbor make it a key port city for the nation, a logistic stronghold during the Revolutionary and Civil Wars. Fortunately, for today's travelers, much of Charleston's rich and varied history has been preserved for visitors. Let's take a tour. The first stop to see Charleston's place in history is the corner of Broad and Meeting Streets, host to historic structures which locals call the Four Corners of the Law. For federal law, the U.S. Post Office and Federal Courthouse has stood since 1896. State law is represented by the Charleston County Courthouse, first built in 1753 as the state's provincial capital. Municipal law comes in the form of the historic City Hall, and ecclesiastical law is on the fourth corner, where St. Michael's Episcopal Church sits. Next up, Steeples. Nicknamed the Holy City for its hundreds of places of worship, the original Charlestown settlement was founded on principles of religious tolerance. Established in 1681, St. Philip's Episcopal Church is the oldest religious congregation in South Carolina and one of the most iconic steeples on the peninsula. Today, the church and the adjacent graveyard are open to the public for limited hours on weekdays. The Holy City's collection of church steeples can be best seen from Charleston Harbor, perhaps while ferrying out to our next stop, Fort Sumter. Originally a federal fort, the destination is best known for being where the first shots of the Civil War were fired. It now hosts over 250,000 visitors a year. Back on land, immerse yourself in the exquisite architecture of Charleston's historic homes, like downtown's Manigault House, the conservancy of which spurred the Preservation Society of Charleston, the oldest community-based preservation organization in the United States. Many such similar homes are open for visits and can be found in the historic district south of Broad Street. Not far from the city, you'll find southern plantations offering grand vistas and low-country flora and fauna. At estates like Magnolia Plantation, programs and exhibits offer insights into what life was like for both the wealthy families and the enslaved Africans whose backs bore the brunt of Charleston's economic bounty. Wrap up your history tour with a stop at the city market. The Greek Revival-style structure was where farms and plantations sold produce and beef in the late 1700s. Today, you'll find vendors that include local artists and craft artisans like Gullah Sweetgrass basket makers. No visit to Charleston is complete without a stroll through the charming market. Much of modern-day Charleston's charisma is owed to its historic past. Yet down every cobbled street are hundreds of years of history, just begging for you to map out your own adventure.